Hey guys, it's me, Bead Me Up Sanji. Thank you for joining me for Good Vibrations this evening. I'm going to start off by letting you know this is my happy place, and it can be yours as well. I'm broadcasting from the car today because I took a nap. And when I woke up from my nap, I really was going to have good vibrations. This is going to sound real scandalous, but I really was going to have good vibrations from sitting in my bed. But I was like, nah, let me get up and get some tea and get my life together. So I did. And I didn't have time to light my candles in the back to keep the skeeters away. So I sprayed myself down with what I sprayed myself down with and sat in the car with the windows down. So really defeating the purpose, but I ain't going to get my legs bit. Back on the subject. You guys have been with me. If you guys have been with me, we are today going to be talking about number 5, but we have talked about numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. The number 1, that was your number, meaning unity, harmony, new beginnings. All right. And then you had number 2, which was balance, and more with harmony. You're expecting it now. All right, you need that. You need that balance. So you're going to be reminded to balance yourself, center yourself. That's where I discuss chakras. So if you're not if you're not knowledgeable about it, just look at day 2, where I was talking about the number 2. You don't really have to be completely knowledgeable of any of the things that I discuss. Just talk. I'm just talking. I'm just trying to school you on something that's working for me. I'm trying to live in my truth. I'm trying to be happy. Not trying to be happy, my bad. I am happy, and I'm trying to get y'all there. And it's genuine. It is really genuine. Every conversation I've had, so far has been positive, and I have been encouraged to continue going. So thank y'all for your little tidbits, from family to strangers. Thank you. Number 3, me saying all that. Number 3 is that dream chaser number. It's also a number that kind of just lets you know, hey, let's guide. Let's guide, get you there, and let's manifest those things that are here. All right. Then number 4, that was that leap of faith that I had to take yesterday in doing what I did yesterday. So that's number 4 basically. And then here we are to today, the number 5. All right. So with the number 5, I'm just going to give you guys basic meanings, okay? Some of these meanings you may have heard in church before. Some of these meanings you may have heard some of your super woke friends talking about. Your friends that are numerologists, things like that. But at the end of the day, what I want everyone to realize is, regardless of your internal foundational belief, nothing in this world exists without a number associated with it. Okay? That being said, let's talk about number 5. Number 5. How many fingers you got on your hand? That's the first thing we teacher people, because I'm looking at my screen and I see 2 of my teacher friends on here. Us teacher people, that's one of the first things you teach your kids. How many fingers do you have? And then they say 5. And then eventually they get a little older and then they say 10. And it's like, okay, baby, you got 5 plus 5 equals 10, all right? But let's look closer at 5. Now, I know I spoke about 2 being a balanced number, but guess what? So is 5, all right? 5 is a more balanced number because you have that 1 in the middle. That's your strength, your power. And you have 2 on either side, all right? You have 5 senses and those 5 sensory organs. So let's talk about our 5 senses. You have sight, smell, sound, taste, touch. All right, those are coming from 5 major body systems in you. Okay, that's how you were made. Life, that's another word that you want to associate with the number 5. You have 5 major internal organs. You have your heart, your liver. They mentioned your spleen, but I know that as we get older, as evolution evolves, spleens are kind of obsolete, but and I didn't write down all 5 organs only because I want you guys to start seeking out your own information as well. Don't take everything I say as truth. I want you to seek out your own understandings. A biblical meaning for 5 is basically God. All right, the goodness and grace and mercy of God is before you. All right, family is another one that I always also mention with the number 5, and that's that. All right, so let me get a little personal with you on this number 5. All right, so once upon a time, I was a single mom with 2 kids. So that was Sanji, Jacob, Julian. All right. I started just feeling empty. Now, I was dating when I was single, when I went through that year of whatever of single life. I was dating. Sure was. I ain't care nothing about not anyone I was dating. Like, I ain't introducing to nobody. My friends ain't know about them. My kids ain't never meet them. Like, it was just, I didn't feel the need. But then I started online dating. And it was this guy that just caught me. And it was nothing special other than the conversation. And I would hang up from talking with him and just be on a cloud. And initially, that's how all relationships start, right? The cloud never stopped. Like, we talked online for about a month. Then we started talking some more. Then we eventually met. He was the only man I felt comfortable in introducing my children to. Because I saw something in him. I'm going to say it like that. I saw something in him. I didn't know what it was, but I was drawn to it. And that was the same thing from him to me. All right? So then, here we are, 9 years later in the game. And I think about it sometimes like, that's crazy. Why is this so good? Like, even in our bad times, why is this so good? I have experienced homelessness with this man. Like, why am I still here? Because I know that before, if I would have experienced anything similar to any of the stuff we've gone through together, I would have dipped on a dude like quick. Okay? We went through loss together. And it wasn't just loss of like regular old family members. Like, we lost some people that were like heavy hitters in our heart, in our life. And we still hung, like, I say it a lot to people, and they think I'm just blowing smoke and just talking whatever, but we don't even argue like that. So, since I've been on this little journey, I've been thinking about it. Tim was what I needed to balance me out. Tim is a Libra. I discussed that before. And I'm a Gemini. If you're into that star stuff. But he balanced me out. He balanced me out so well. And when I started looking at it, I was like, oh, wow. this is how he balanced me out. There was Tim here, my foundation. I had Jacob and Julian, two young men. Besides him was me. And then beside me was his daughter. So you have Tim, our rock, our balancing act, our balancer, right here in the middle. And then you have my sons and his daughter and me on the either sides of him. That's our five. That's basically as bare bones as I can get it. Number 5 is a number where I reflect a lot. Oddly enough, if any of you, because I was looking at my thing and half of my followers are actual friends of mine on Facebook. Oftentimes when I do my little emoji things, I say in my head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I do, because I'm an ellipses person, which is the little dots, I don't just do 3. I do 5, or I'll do 9, or something like that. And I didn't notice what I was doing, but 5s have always been around me. Back in high school, it wasn't really high school because we was kind of, but back in my first year of college, the boyfriend I had, that I just knew I was going to be with him forever. And we had set us a wedding date and everything. And this was back in 2000. And we was like, yeah, baby, we're going to get married on May 5th, 2005. 555. It didn't happen. Do I regret it not happening? Heck no. But it enlightens me now. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, that's my 5 story. But now, y'all know what it's time for. The plug. Alright, so the whole point of these conversations, these sessions, these good vibrations, is so you guys are able to understand the jewelry that I'm making, because my jewelry has intentions. Alright, the line that has come out is the line right now that is cerebral intentions. I want you guys to stay tuned, stay with me, because next Tuesday I plan on rolling out the physical intentions. That's what we're going to be talking about, waist beads. And fellas, I got something for you. And so after the physical intentions movement begins, then we'll start talking about some straight spiritual intentions. All right. So you're going to find what fits you. All right. Once again, I said my jewelry has intentions. See, I got on a different necklace today, right? Because my dragonfly don't have 5s. All right. But Tim's necklace does, one of his, because he is our rock. He is our balancer, all right? And when he looks down here at his necklace, he is reminded of our love, the loyalty we have towards each other and our family, and that's basically it, all right? So if you notice, this is how I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this one right here, I'm going to be translucent. Mistake, like I don't know what. This was such a mistake. And I didn't notice the mistake until I was almost finished. So, sorry. I won't do that to you, though. So, yeah, that was a mistake. But this is a way to intentionally remind yourself of the number 5. All right? And remind yourself of the things that 5 represents in your life, if that's something that you're into. I do have out the Cerebral Intentions Volume 1. Alright, there will be a Volume 1 through 9. Alright, I also noticed last night in reviewing myself, I say I write a lot. I work on that, but work with me. Bear with me. Okay, and where's I going? Oh, so volumes 1 through 9, there will be a release every since I released things yesterday, and yesterday was what, Wednesday? I know the days of the week, y'all. Then next Wednesday I will release volume 2. And I'll be doing that weekly, releasing a volume, so that you guys are able to understand. There may be a time, like right now, excuse me, I'm sorry, you may be saying, you know what, Sanji, I don't, number one isn't my intention right now. And guess what? That's fine. I want your intention to fit you. So if number one is not your intention, guess what? Stay with me. Stay with me. Because your intention may be released soon. I want to also say thank you just to everybody that has given me feedback. If I have asked you for feedback and you have provided it, just know it did not fall on deaf ears. And the reason I've asked for feedback is because my friend set or associate set, whatever you want to call it, is diverse. Not uh, not so much so as a school or whatever, but my friend set is very diverse. So when I ask, I value you. So if I've asked you, I value you and your opinion. So thank you for that and giving me that, and just not being offended if I just kind of zoned you out so you thought I might have just been taking notes. Duh. I'm just playing. But yeah, so that is my plan. Tonight was rather short because guess what? All that needed to be said has been said. I hope that you guys continue to watch my videos, whether you're watching them live now or whether you watch them later. I've reiterated to multiple people, you don't have to look at me during these videos. If you're in the car and you're like, oh, I miss my good vibrations, let me hear what Sanji's talking about. Turn that thing on and just ride. My voice is easy enough to listen to. Like, it ain't that bad, is it? I know I'm a little country, but I mean, it ain't that bad, right? So that's my intention for tonight. Thank you for joining me during these good vibrations. I love y'all. I need y'all to love y'allself, because if you don't love yourself, you can't help nobody else. All right? Bye.